Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Yokah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostle nails of great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brother that preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua have mercy upon you. Don't have a starting point, so just work with me. And I don't know what where I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna play this out. In about 5 minutes. Got another mass shooter, a mass shooting, and I was waiting. I've been knowing about this shooting for since this evening, about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, something like that. And I was waiting for for them to identify who it was. I found a video that was 3 hours ago, and they identified who did the mass shooting, and it was a 15-year-old young lady that was in it was a school, a Christian school. What you say, vocab? Christian, one of them Christian in the Christian school and committed a what, mass shooting? It said it was around 10:57 a.m. A second grade student called 911. A second grade student called 911 from the school, which is a Christian school. So you know those are a bunch of Edomites up in there. You might have one or maybe two Jakes up in there. But I guarantee you they're not gonna say the reason it's a 15-year-old we just say, well, Edomite. I'm quite sure that it's an Edomite school because it's a Christian school. You're just not gonna find a bunch of Eve be trying to push their children up in there around them. I don't know why they do that, man. I don't know why Eve do that, man. Why y'all be trying to push your children in there? And y'all know what goes on in them schools, man. And then your son end up being the way he end up being that way, man. Then you want to know, you want to talk about him or whatever. But you be the one that pushed them in. Just like y'all be pushing them children in school, man. Anyway, this is not about that. 3 people died. 3 people died, and the shooter died also. He said it was I think he said it was a self-inflicted wound. So she must have took her own life. 15 years old. A Christian school. Vocal, you gonna make a video about this here? You wanna talk about this here? You wanna talk about, boy, if that have been anybody with some fringes on and saying anything about what a black Israelite, they love to demonize it with that black crap. So let's just hit the video out and I'm gonna go into the lesson.
Deadly school shooting in Madison, Wisconsin today.
Our team coverage starts with Nate Rogers, just out of the latest update from police. Nate.
Absolutely, Scott and Tia. Madison police wrapping up their 4th press conference about this very horrific shooting right now as we speak. We did receive just some new details within the last 5 minutes or so. The police chief has identified the suspected gunman as 15-year-old Natalie Rupnell. They say she goes by the name Samantha. She was a student at the school and apparently died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to police. Also, we learned that one of the first 911 calls that police received was from a second grader in another classroom. Listen in more on a timeline from the police.
A second grade student called 911 to report a shooting had occurred at school. Don't let that soak in for a minute. A second grade student called 911 at 10:57 a.m. to report a shooting at school.
Many Many students were reunited with their parents some 6 hours after this ordeal. Abundant Life Christian School, which teaches pre-K through 12th grade, has 420 students enrolled. After the shooting, kids were bused about 8 blocks to Dean Clinic, which served as a reunification site. Back at the crime scene, police have not left and plan to stick around for some time, continuing their investigation and diverting traffic. We spoke to neighbors that reside 500 feet from this school and witness the massive police response. Listen in.
I'm a Montessori teacher, and that's based on the premise that respect for self, respect for others, respect for the environment, kindness, courtesy. This just goes against everything, and children should never, ever experience this or be in that kind of danger.
It's disgusting, and it's disgusting that we as parents, grandparents, that we're just like, yeah, let's accept it. We accept this. This is, there just has to be stronger penalties, I think, or just parents, if you have guns, lock them up. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So.
And again, at this time, police still not sharing a motive in this case. In terms of...
You know, it's amazing how the eater might be watching their tongue when it's one of them. You know, they the wicked, man. You know, the wicked always committing these mass shootings like this, man. You know, Jake just don't do stuff. And when I say Jake, I'm talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives of this land, but mainly so-called black men and women. They don't commit mass shootings, wicked acts of this magnitude, just gunning down people for no reason. You know, I want to know what the reason. If this is a reason, what's the reason? I want to know. The world wants to know the reason.
The victims, we do know that 2 students remain in critical condition, suffering from life-threatening injuries. We also know that a teacher and 3 other students were taken to area hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. We've learned that at least 2 of those survivors have been released from those area hospitals. I'll now send it to my colleague, Dane Placco, who's been here in Madison speaking with authorities as well. Dane?
Madison's mayor says it's a modern nightmare. An active shooter inside a school. This time, a female student firing on classmates and teachers before turning the gun on herself.
This is an incredibly sad day for our community. As you've heard, there is no danger to the community at this time, but our entire community has been impacted by this tragic incident.
911 calls about an active shooter came in shortly before 11 o'clock this morning from the Abundant Life Christian School on Madison's southeast side. Madison's police chief says officers were inside that school within minutes. They found the suspect, identified as a 17-year-old female student, dead of a self-inflicted gunshot. A teacher...
Ain't no 17, she's 16, 15. They trying to give her a little age, y'all. Trying to give her, they don't want you to know that they cheer even at that wicked age. They what? It's just in them to do what they do.
And another teenage student were both killed, and at least 6 other students rushed to the hospital, 2 in extremely critical condition. The school is a private Christian academy with 420 students ranging from kindergarten all the way through high school. School officials tonight say while there was no police officer assigned to the school and no metal detectors, students had been trained for a school shooting. Police say they had no prior contact with the school shooter or any warnings that they were a danger. Investigators quickly obtained search warrants for the suspect's home. Police say the family is cooperating and a 9mm handgun was recovered at the school. Buses were seen picking up the students outside the school, taking them to a medical building a few blocks away where they were reunited with parents who were understandably panicked. As for the shooter's motive,
many of you have asked me about the why of this. Why did this happen? What do we know? What was the motivation? I do not know. But I will tell you this, our detectives are working hard in the investigative process to find out as many answers as we can so that we can further prevent these things from happening, not only in this community, but in other communities around our country.
So far this year, there have been more than 300 shootings at schools around the country. We're told both the FBI and ATF are involved in this.
300 shootings, y'all. And they all was Edomite. They all Edomite. What you want to bet? 300 shootings. And I guarantee you they was all Edomite. What you want to bet, y'all? What you want to bet? I'm willing to bet that. That was he said it was 300 shootings we'll keep that poll right there. Can't get this brother to look at the screen, y'all. Here we go. Oh well, it don't matter. Hey, go into the wicked, y'all. Let me just start. Let me start at Malachi. I was looking for a starting point, but I think I'm gonna start here. You know, Samantha, 15-year-old young lady. They say it was 420 students at that school location. And later on, we teach respect for self. How you teach respect for self? I bet y'all, and don't tell me what y'all doing in them children in them schools, man. Them Christian schools be some of the wickedest schools, man. Them people be abused. You know how them Christian schools are, man. They be abusing them children left and right. But nobody talk about that. They never talk about that, man. Disgusting. Right? What else was said, yeah, I want to know the reason. I want to know the reason why a 15-year-old young lady come into school and go to gun down people. Yeah, we all want to know that. But we are teaching this truth here. We know that so-called black people don't just walk up and just go to gun down people for no reason. You know, but Edomites does do that. They do that for no reason. This is Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. Why? He hated Esau. Yes, y'all. You know, there you go, brother. You want to, why you even read that precept? Because guess what? The Heavenly Father, it's a what that is, Proverbs 11. Proverbs, the Most High hate these wicked jokers. He created them to be wicked. He made them to be wicked. So the wicked controls the earth, y'all. The wicked controls the earth. Because it'll be a false balance if the Heavenly Father was just all love, man. Proverbs 11 and 1, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is what? Is his delight. A just weight. So, even though the Heavenly Father created the evil, all the evil you see, but he also created the good. This is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah movie. And we all playing our roles, right? And we're doing what? We're acting out the scenes here on earth in the flesh, in the spirit, because the Heavenly Father controls all spirits. So what you seeing firsthand the wicked of the earth, that they most favorite, which is that weapon, well, it's a blessing. Their most favorite instrument, or the Esau Edom, the so-called white people have, is the what? Their blessing, which is that gun. I hated Esau and laid his mountains in his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So that's a future prophecy. That's a miracle. A future prophecy. Verse 4. The Most High hate Esau. So Esau is going to do what? He's the wicked of the earth. They're going to always and going to continue to be wicked of the earth. And they're going to continue to use those swords in the manner that they're using them, which is the modern day sword today. It's a gun. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Now, this was during the Renaissance period. When they came out of those caves raining on the earth, the wickedness, who that was, I think that, what it is, a Maccabees, first Maccabees 1, and first Maccabees, I think it's 1 and 8. Alexander, that's what I'm thinking about, Alexander the Great. That's to throw you off. Alexander, he really Alexander the Greek, Alexander the Great, and his father was Philip the second of Macedonia. And what happened to let me just get it right quick, y'all. I don't want to butcher it. I'm just trying to make a point concerning the evils, concerning how the evils spread across the earth with what? With Esau, even the wicked. This is verse 1, First Maccabees 1 in verse 7. Let's start at verse 6. Wherefore he called his what? His servants, such, meaning his what? His servant, meaning his generals, right? Wherefore he called, this is Alexander, because, let's just read it. Wherefore he called his servants, and such us were honorable, and had been what? Brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them, while he was yet alive, because Alexander only reigned for 12 years. Right? The Most High put him to death. And what happened? Verse 7. Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare ruled every one in his place. After his death, they all put what? Crowns upon themselves. So did their what? Their sons, them many years, and evils was multiplied in the earth. So this is what you see firsthand. The wicked committing what? Mass shootings. What you say, vocab? You gonna make a video about this, man? You know that devil ain't gonna make no video about this, man. He gonna act like he ain't even seen it. If anybody bring it up to him, he's gonna act like he hadn't seen it. This is what this devil do, y'all. But hey, it is what it is. You know, that devil done got all my channel too. I knew it was him. Proverbs 29 and 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgressions increaseth, but the righteous, meaning the Israelites, the righteous shall see their fall. So we're watching firsthand the wicked being exposed on what? Across the what? The internet, TV program, the wicked, man. You all getting a first-hand look at the wicked being exposed. What that is? Second Thessalonians. Concerning the wicked. Let me just read verse 4 of Malachi 4, 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and rebuild the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. They shall what? Build, but I will throw down. That's Yahweh Shai. When he returns, he's going to what? Throw down, and they shall what? Shall call them the border of wickedness. That's what they is. That's the point I wanted to get in this lesson, in the first 2, 3, and 4 paragraph. The border of wicked. They should be called the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh has what? Indignation forever. Indignation forever. Let's go to Daniel right quick. Daniel 12 and 10. Many shall be purified and made white. Not Esau Edom, not the so-called white man. Even though he's called what? He's called white. This is why he's called himself white. Many shall be purified and made white and tried. But the wicked, Esau, Edom, Edomites, Idumean, the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall what? Shall understand. The wicked shall not understand. This is why vocab alone can't teach what he what that is why he's all that he knows right now at the present moment, he got it from what the apostles, mainly the men of GMS. Because why? Because they go in the scriptures in depth concerning the Greek, the Hebrew. They do what? All the wicked shall not understand. What that is? Psalm 50 and verse 16. Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest what? Take my covenant in thy mouth. So they would never get the true understanding concerning the scriptures. No matter how much we read the scriptures and try to give the wicked understanding, they're not going to get it. Including you wicked 2/3 of you Israelites. Again, Daniel 12 and 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. So they're going to always do wickedly. The reason behind their mass shooting, they probably don't even know. Right? The Most High allowing them to what? To show firsthand their wickedness in the four corners. Let's see something. But if she would have lived, she just happened to take her own life. But if she would have lived, I would have loved for her to live just to see what the outcome of her actions. The outcome of her actions. I want to see that. Because the scriptures, what they say, Psalms 73 and 5, they are what? They are not in trouble as they, meaning the wicked Esau, Edom, they are not in trouble as other men, meaning the Israelites. Because they forever trying to do what? They plague the hell out of us. Why not get that? I ain't really had no precepts in mind anyway, so let's get that. Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, meaning they, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, as others, meaning Israelite, other men. Neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand with what? With fatness, that they mean fatness, they have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They're always looking down on us. They're always demonizing us. But who's always committing the atrocity, the overall mass people dying here on earth? Esau, Edom, the wicked. The wicked they're always taking lives in the abundance of what? As many, man. Let's go back in Proverbs. I think 29. Proverbs 29 and verse 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So this is why the earth is in the turmoil. There's a word that it is. We just say the hell on earth, right? This is why the earth is in the condition. Let me just say the condition that it's in. No the food destroyed, no real food. The water poisonous. You can't get wickedness with with our people, the level of wickedness, they take the wickedness that Edom creates, and what do? They make it even more wicked than what it is. Because why? Because we that salt. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people what? The people moan. So this is why the earth is going through what it's going through, and people catching hell at this present moment. And like I say, verse 16 of 29:16, when the wicked are multiplied, transgressive increases, but the what? The righteous shall what? Shall see their fall. So this is what we're waiting on. We're waiting on the fall of the wicked, because the wicked controls the earth, and as long as they are controlling the earth, we are going to continue to be what? Under the feet of our enemies. These people are our enemies, man. Proverbs 3:33. The curse of the Lord Yahweh is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth what? The habitation of the just. That is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. It's a precept I was trying. Isaiah 34. And I'm gonna close it out. Isaiah 34 and 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as hold up, y'all. I'm trying to move this thing out of the way. 1 second. Okay. And let me start over. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their what? Their hosts shall fall down. As the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumeum, meaning Edom, Esau Edom, and upon the people of my curse, to judgment, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So when that knows they call Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem, we call HaKodash. Shalom.